As we concentrate on that form of Bhagavan Shiva, as we wave the sacred light and perform the arti, all of the symbolism of what light represents, we pray to the Lord that those qualities take root in our hearts and minds.
Shiva,
Principal Omapati Mahadev ki Jai. Take your seats. Principal Omapati Mahadev ki Jai. May I, on behalf of members of the Shri Parameshwari Durga Devi Ashram Incorporated, extend a special welcome to all of you to tonight's devotion. This is the 6th night of our ongoing 7 nights Shiv Puran Maha Yagna. Special welcome to Pundit Devi, to members of the Saraswati Sangeet Bhakti Mandali. And we have our friends with us again, coming in from commentaries in Glasgow. Tonight's discourse, once again, taken from the pages of the Shiv Puran. And we're going to learn tonight. For some of us it will be new, for some of us it will not. We're going to learn about a special form of Bhagwan Shiva that is very much misunderstood and misrepresented. And it has to do more with ignorance. Ignorance meaning not knowing. And following the dangers of the hearsay culture we have in Trinidad. A lot of wrong is committed in the name of Dharma sometimes. Before we go into the depths of tonight's discourse, let us clasp our hands together, close our eyes, bow our heads. Let us contemplate on Bhagwan Ganapati, he who is the giver of success, the remover of all obstacles. We seek the blessings of Bhagwan Shiva, the presiding deity of the Savior. Oh. ओंकार विष्णु संयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिना कामरामोक्षरं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहना भुनास्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ प्रणम्य शिरसे देवं गौरीपुत्र विनायकं भक्तवासं स्मरे नित्यं कामर्तं सिद्धके। ॐ प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डच एकदन्तं द्वितीयकं तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्गाक्ष राजारक्तं चतुर्थं लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च सप्तमं विघ्नराजं च धूम्रवर्णं चतुष्टकं नवमं बालचन्द्रतु दशमं तु विनायकम् एकदशपुरगन्ता द्वादशतु गजाननम्। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं गणेश्वराय ब्रह्मरूपाय चार्वे सर्वसिद्धिप्रदेशाय विघ्नेश्वराय नमो नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ नमः शिवाय। नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गराय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाय नमः शिवाय। मन्दाकिनी सलिलचन्दनचर्चिताय नन्दीश्वर प्रमाथमहेश्वराय मन्दारपुष्प बहुसुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाय नमः शिवाय। शिवाय गौरी वरावृताय सूर्याय दक्षाय द्रवणाक्षराय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिखाय नमः शिवाय। वशिष्ठकुम्भौत भवगौतमाय मुनि इन्द्रदेव चिकशेखराय चन्द्रार्का वैश्वानरोचनाय तस्मै वकाय नमः शिवाय। यक्ष स्वरूपाय जटाधराय पिनाकहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै यकाय नमः शिवाय। पञ्चाक्षरमिदं पुण्यं यः पठे समन्वितं शिवलोकापवाप्नोति शिवेना सह मोदते। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनाम् मृत्युर्मोक्षेयमामृतात्। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। हरि ओम नमः शिवाय। प्रेम से बोलो उमापति महादेव की जय। Again, special welcome to all of you, the ongoing Shiv Puran Maha Yagna. Last night we saw Bhagwan Shiva being blessed by Durga Mata with the Trishul and how it came into existence. We also saw a very unique form of Bhagwan Shiva that is not so much known in the Puranas, but in the Vedas he is worshipped as Kala Agni Rudra. And as I mentioned briefly, when the Adi Rudra Maha Yagna is being performed, the fire is kindled with the mantras addressing Kala Agni Rudra. And this is the form of Bhagwan Shiva that accepts the offerings once it is poured into the fire. Tonight we will see another form of Bhagwan Shiva. And this one, whilst may be popular to some, it is shrouded in mystery and a lot of misconception. Misconception generated from ignorance. So tonight, we'll attempt to clear up some of those ignorance and to highlight the virtue and the function of this avatar of Bhagwan Shiva. Sanat Kumar is there asking questions, and Shri Sukadev Maharaj is responding to the questions. Sanat Kumar is asking that, O Holy One, O most illustrious among the sages, tell me about the manifestation of Bhagwan as the Tejo Lingam, and narrate on to me the subsequent outcome of that manifestation. So what does Sanat Kumar wants to know? He wants to know about the manifestation of Bhagwan Shiva in the form of the Teja Lingam, or the fiery lingam, or the lingam that is made up of pure light energy. He wants to know what caused that lingam to come into existence and the subsequent activities or leelas that evolve from the appearance of Bhagwan Shiva as the Teja Lingam. So these are the questions Sanat Kumar is asking to Shri Sukadev Maharaj. Shri Sukadev Maharaj, having recalled the form of Bhagwan Shiva to his mind, he says, O Sanat, listen to the circumstances that led to the appearance of that unmanifested Brahman, which is known as Shiva in the form of the Tejo Jyotirlinga. Listen. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Sankara Sita Advaita Brahma Vishnu Prem se bolo Parvati Mahadev ki Jai. It was the very dawn of the creation, the first complete day in this present cycle of creation. We are currently in the Shweta Varaha Kalpa, and on the very first day of the Shweta Varaha Kalpa, after Lord Brahma had finished the basic aspect of creation, he sat down there and was marveling at his work. And he is exclaiming to the Devatas, to Indradev and the others, "Truly indeed I am great, I am almighty, I am all powerful, for the evidence of my greatness appears in all forms of creation." And while Brahma was marveling at his creation and making these comments, Lord Vishnu intervened and said, "O Brahmadev, do not be deluded by Maya. Do not let your judgment be clouded by ignorance. Remember, born of the lotus that originated from my navi or my navel, you came into existence. So indeed, O Brahma, I am the greater of both of us. For if I did not allow that lotus to come forth, there would be no Brahma and there would be no creation. So in reality, I am the father of this entire creation." And so both of them start to argue like this. There reached a time when the argument started to get out of hand. And what was happening? The argument was getting out of hand, and what happened? Both Brahma and Vishnu, they lost their temper temporarily and started to challenge each other. And at that point, between both of them, a column of light appeared. And as far as they could look upwards, that column of light extended. And far as they could look, as far as the eyes could see, that column of light extended. And so from the Akashvani, from the celestial voice, came forth, "Between the both of you, whichever one finds the beginning or finds the end of this Jyotirlinga will become the supreme God of all gods." So this was the challenge thrown out to them. So immediately, Lord Brahma, he transformed himself into a swan and he flew up into the heavens, hoping to find the end of the lingam. Lord Vishnu took the form of a boar, and he starts digging down into the earth, hoping to find the beginning of the lingam. Both of them, after many years has lapsed, were unable to find either the beginning or the end. Vishnu, in the form of the boar, had concluded that this column of light, this Tejo Lingam, this Jyoti Linga, indeed has no beginning. And so the realization dawned on him that this must be the Leela of the Supreme Being. Lord Brahma continues upwards. He did not want to admit that he could not see the end of the lingam. And so he continued upwards until finally, while he was going upwards, coming down or falling in a downward motion, was the Ketaki flowers. And Brahma said, "Okay, Ketaki, you must come with me to Vishnu and say, I take you up from Shiva's head." So Brahma had put a plot. He plotted them. And so Ketaki agreed to the plot of Lord Brahma. What did he do? Let us hear. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah And so Bhagwan, Lord Brahma, he comes back to earth with the Ketaki flowers. And there Lord Vishnu and Brahma, they are gathered together. And Lord Vishnu says, "Oh Lord Brahma, I fail to see the beginning of the lingam." And then Brahma, laughing, said, "Oh Vishnu, I have seen the top of the lingam, the end of the lingam. And this Ketaki flower is proof that I have picked this flower up from the head of Shiva. Was that really what happened? Huh? No. And so Lord Vishnu, he puts his hands together and says, "Oh Brahmadev, you are indeed great." But suddenly, from the center of the Tejo Lingam, from that column of light that appeared between both of them, from the center, Bhagavan Shiva appeared in a human-like form, but very angry. There's a lot of fire all around him. And he points to Brahma, "Oh Brahmadev, you have uttered an untruth, and your goal was to deceive. Therefore, for someone holding a position as you do, if I allow you to go unpunished for these transgressions of the dharmic laws of the Vedas, then I will be setting the example for future wrongs." And so, angry as Shiva was, that fire that came out from his third eye gave rise to a form. Very tall, muscular, and very dark in complexion. This was the Pancha Maharudra Avatar, the fifth major incarnation of Lord Shiva. And who is this form? No other than Kala Bhairava. And so, looking at Kala Bhairava, he understood what Bhagavan Shiva was doing, instructed him to do. So what did he do? At that time, Brahma had 5 heads. The head that uttered the untruth, Bhairav Baba, he held that head and with his nails, he cut the head off. So when you look at a picture of Bhairav Baba, he has the head in his hands. And so Brahma became Chaturmukha, or 4-headed. That 5th head is in the hands of Bhairav Baba. And it is there to remind us, especially when we occupy positions of authority, once we abuse that authority, we will eventually suffer for it. That is why he keeps that head in his hands, as a reminder. Seeing that angry form of Bhairava, who was about to break out another head, Brahmadev, he puts his hands together and he praises Shiva. "Hey Bhagavan, forgive me, Kshama Karo, forgive me, O Lord." But Lord Shiva's weakness is what? Once you pour a little bit of pure devotion to him, he very easily pacifies. And so, seeing Brahma really repenting, he instructs Bhairav Baba to withhold any further punishment. That Tejo Lingam that appeared there, that column of light, transformed itself and became known, and became depicted in modern day Arunachala Hill. The Arunachala Hill that is in central India is the Tejo Linga that appeared at the beginning of Satyuga. In this, the Shri Vadaha. So this remained on earth as a reminder of the justice of Shiva, God's justice. And even up to today, pilgrims will go on to Arunachala Parikrama. They'll go around the mountain. And there is the Arunachala Yatra that takes place every year too. Today, it is a place where there's a lot of ashrams, a lot of tapasya. The holy ones go there to do intense devotion. A very sacred place that's still there today. So Bhagavan Shiva, his 5th major form is Kal Bhairava. And this form of Lord Shiva is the disciplining form of Lord Shiva. And so the rest of tonight's discourse will devote to understanding Bhairav Baba. And here now, the information is taken from different texts. In Shiv Puran tells you of his origin, his role and function in a variety of different texts. Rudra Yamala Tantra, as well as Devi Bhagavatam, Katyayini Tantra, you can get a lot about Bhairav Baba there. Bhairav Baba is not mentioned in the Vedas. He is not of Vedic origin. The Vedas exist before him. This avatar of, just as the name of Sri Ram and the name Shri Krishna does not exist in the Vedas, you will get the earlier deities like Indra, Varun, Agni, Surya. You'll get Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Those names are mentioned. But the avatars that comes later, they are not of Vedic origin. So you'll get them and their leelas being mentioned in the Puranas and the later scriptures. So the fifth made there, Ekadash Rudra. Ek means how much? Das means 10 and 1 is? Huh? 10 and 1? Oh. I know it's school on holidays, but don't worry, holidays finish it. What's she doing? So there are 11 major forms of Lord Shiva, 3 of which are very popular. And this particular one we'll discuss tonight because it's most misunderstood. And a lot of stupidness goes on in the name of religion, and they say they're doing Bhairav Baba Puja. So among the Ekadas Rudra, there are these Rudras are different life principles. The first 5 Rudras represent the senses of perception, the second 5 the senses of action, and the 11th one represents the mind. Among these Ekadas Rudra, 3 Rudras are very important. The Pancha Maharudra, which is Bhairav Baba, and we'll see his function. The Ashta Maharudra. Who is the Ashta Maharudra? Ashta means what? Anybody? Ashta? Ashtami? Janamashtami? Ashta means what? 8. So the 8th form is also important. Who is the 8th form of Lord Shiva? All only have to face him one day. Who is he? He's the Ashta Maharudra. And the Ekadash Rudra is who? You'll see him at the feet of Bhagwan Shri Ram, Hanuman Baba. Right? So these are some of the Rudras. As more about Hanuman Baba will be said in our next yagya. Tonight let us discuss Bhairav Baba. So I've just told you about his origin. He's produced from the energy of Lord Shiva. He's the disciplining form of Lord Shiva. Now what is the cosmic, before we come to the personal level, what is the cosmic role of Bhairav Baba? For example, you know the cosmic role of Lord Brahma is to create, right? The cosmic role of Lord Vishnu is to sustain. The cosmic role of Lord Shiva is to reabsorb. The cosmic role of Surya Narayan is to give light. Isn't that so? The cosmic role of Vayu Dev is to blow the breeze. Alright? So these are the cosmic function of these deities. What is the cosmic role of Bhairav Baba? You have to understand him at both at a cosmic level and then at a personal level and see how it interrelates. So what is his cosmic function? First you have to understand his name. His name is Kal Bhairava. Bhairava means he who is terrible, all devouring, all conquering. He cannot be defeated. Kal means what? Time. Very good. Kal means time. Who could defeat time? Nobody. That is why he's called Bhairava. Unconquerable, terrible. In time everything is born and in time everything is dissolved. Have you ever wondered why time does not stand still? Can time stand still? And don't tell me you take only battery from your clock, eh? Or can time go backwards? No. Why? Because the function of Kal Bhairav is to keep time in a forward motion. Lord Shiva says, I am Mahakal. And Kal Bhairava, my form, will keep time forward. Time will never pause and it will never go backwards. So this is the function of Kal Bhairav at the cosmic level. He keeps time and progression in a forward motion. Time cannot stand still and it cannot go backwards. Bhagwan Shiva, after Kal Bhairav discharges his function, he assigns the duties of Kal Bhairava. And one of the duties he assigns to Bhairav Baba, he says, where there is a Shiva Linga Stapana, you must be there to protect that linga. So if you were to go to the Krishna Yajurveda, the mandala is designed, they tell you in the Vedic writings, it describes when you go to do the Havan Kund, to conduct the Puran Maha Yagna, the mandala or the yantra is described. On the base, on the center there is the Shakti Pitam, the stand on which the lingam stands. And then the lingam is broken up into three parts. Brahma abode, Vishnu abode, Shiva abode. We're not going to that tonight. The stand on which the lingam stands represents Shakti. The right side of the lingam, Bhagwan Ganapati, the left side of the lingam, Kumar Kartikeya. In front of the lingam is Nandi. That is why when there is a Shiv lingam, directly in front of the Shiv lingam, Nandi is Stapan, looking at the lingam. To the back of the lingam now, who is there? Bhairav Baba is there. He's there protecting the lingam. That is why on the night of Shivratri, more than any other night, Linga Pradakshina is highly recommended. That is circumambulation of the lingam. After you've done your ritualistic worship, performing the production or the circumambulation of the linga on the night of Shivratri, you're performing a cosmic puja there. Brings tremendous blessing. See the blessings that you're getting by performing that Shivling puja. You're getting the blessings of Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. The stand on which the lingam is on, that is Shakti, you're getting Devi Ma blessing. On the right side of the lingam there is Ganapati, the left side is Kartikeya, in front there is Nandi, to the back there is Bhairav Baba. And each one of them there blesses with a different varadan. As you all know, Ganapati, he is the remover of obstacles. Kartikeya blesses you with firmness and determination. Nandi gives you bhava, devotion to Bhagwan Shiva, and Bhairav Baba is the form that gives you protection there. Just as he's protecting the linga, he protects the devotee worshipping the linga. Shiva continues, he says, wherever my devotees reside, you will be there too. And those who suppresses my devotees, those who take advantage of my devotees, it is up to you to deliver punishment accordingly. Just as how Lord Brahma received punishment for transgressing the laws of the Vedas, anyone who takes advantage of God's devotee. Who you have to meet up your match with? Bhairav Baba. You shall be called Kshetrapal. Kshetra means what? Kshetra means the ground that that place that you're living on. Kshetrapal means the deity living on that compound. You will be called Kshetrapal. You will be a guardian of that property. And you will have authority of over all land on the face of the earth. This is what in Trinidad it is called what? What is called in Trinidad? D. Now in our scripture there is nothing called D anything, eh? That doesn't exist. According to my guru, only when he comes in Trinidad, Guyana and Suriname, he hears this concept of D worship. In India it is not known. The appropriate terminology is Kshetrapal. And Bhairav Baba is your Kshetrapal. So if you want to bring it into local context, what people has called D Baba is Bhairav Baba. Because of the boon given to him by Bhagwan Shiva, he's in charge of the land. That is why when you go to do anything important concerning land, he has to be acknowledged. Just as you will do Ganapati Puja, you will Shiv Puja, you will do everybody Puja, you have to do his Puja as well. So there is nothing called D. The only D I know is the D in the alphabet. In our local language, our local dialect, what they refer to as D is really Bhairav Baba. So I want you to understand Bhairav Baba is Shiva, and you see some of these stupidness people is doing now you get the concept in your mind who Bhairav Baba is. I know all the people like to kill fowl and goat and pig and all kind of nonsense. So imagine you wait for Lord Shiva and then here Shiva, take a fowl cup and you pussy neck. And then they come and say, Baba, I feel like good enough. Think I'm going good in my house. If you're doing nonsense, how think of good in your house? Bhagwan Shiva says, when you want to worship, you worship through Abhishek. Bhagwan Shri Krishna says, Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam. Those are the articles to be used. He never said cow, goat, pig. And when you do these nonsense, you not only bring in the curse of the deity on yourself, but you bring the sarap on the entire bloodline. One stupid mistake you make and you put your children to suffer too. And where this come from? When people come to me and they tell me, you know, they just have to do this and I say, where you get that from? And I say, see the grandparents and the father and them doing it now. I say, if your father run in front of a truck, go and run in front of one too. You understand what he was doing? Did you take time to understand what he was doing? Anytime your lifestyle, your culture, and your rites and rituals contradict the tenets of the scripture, you are not practicing Dharma. What you are practicing is superstition. All our deities in Sanatana Dharma require sattvic worship. Depending on the type of puja you are doing, for example, there are certain deities you may be worshipping for certain things. So the articles of the puja may change slightly, but it will not deviate to the extent of where you have to go and bring pig and goat and all that kind of thing. Let us use a little common sense. Let us assume you don't know any of this. You don't know what the scripture have in it. Alright? So you're pleading ignorance based on the fact that you don't have the knowledge of Sanskrit. Let us use a little bit of common sense now. When you have to do puja, what are some of the requirements before the day of hosting the puja? You have to do what? You have to be fasting. And fasting entails what? Staying away from meat and alcohol and cigarettes and fish and lying and drinking and partying and all that kind of thing. Isn't that so? When I say that, one fella tell me, he ain't so partying to any fasting. And he ain't worried one time. The other fool tell me what? He could drink the rum. That make good cane juice. Cane juice is Bhairav Baba bread, Parameshwari. I said, Lord Shiva, take a dose of poison. You try it too now? He said, nah, believe that one alone. Again, convenience based on superstition. Again, it is written in our tantras, anytime your lifestyle, your rites and rituals, your culture contradicts the tenets of the scripture, you are practicing superstition. And instead of getting the blessings of the deities, you invoke their sarab. So Bhagwan Shiva assigns Bhairav Baba lordship of the land. And he has to be worshipped just like how you worship any other deities. And I was saying, what are some of the prerequisites of doing puja? You have to be fasted, isn't that so? You have to keep your place clean, isn't that so? This is common sense, this is not written in book. You know you have to keep yourself clean, you know you have to keep your place clean, isn't that so? So then tell me, for God's sake, why on the most important day, that is the day of hosting the puja, you bring a falcock and your bossy neck riding? And you just contaminate back the whole place? Huh? If that is what you was going to do, then where is the purpose of fasting? Because in Shiv Puran they tell you anything the soul has discarded makes that environment should take her. So when the soul leaves the body, you know it, that immediate environment becomes unclean, isn't that so? And the same goes for the other creatures too. Once the Atma is not there, what you have there is just a pile of the 5 elements. And the place also becomes unclean. So then if you're going to make your place unclean by that type of ritual, why prepare by cleaning and mopping and painting and fasting and things so, if that is what your ritual involves? It just doesn't make sense. It defies logic. And then when you ask, well, why they still do it? I just see the old man doing it, so I'm doing it. That is what it was, blind leading the blind. And from generation after generation, the same mistake being made and made. And then you see it manifest, the sarab being manifested in the 3rd generation of the family bloodline. My advice to those who come to me, I tell you, even after you put date for prayers, I just tell you, if you're not comfortable with what you're going to do, if you don't understand, or if there's any doubt, don't do it until your mind is settled. Don't do anything at all until you're sure about what you're going to do. That is why our scriptures are recorded as a dialogue, questions and answers. And this questioning and answering, that is there for the knowledge to flow. So it doesn't come like a where a dictator is just handing down orders. But one in our culture does not operate like that. In Sanatana Dharma, God does not give command. He lays the pathway for you and leaves it up to you to judge and choose. But once you have chosen, there are certain guidelines that you must adhere to if that is your chosen path. So Bhairav Baba has the authority over your property. And that is who we in Trinidad and in the Caribbean region we refer to as D Baba. Alright, and then you see all kind of nonsense here about his style of worship, and you have to give him this and that and one sort of thing. I want you to understand tonight that Bhairav Baba is simply a deity with a part incarnation of Bhagwan Shiva, and the same way you worship Bhagwan Shiva, you worship Bhairav Baba. In the Katyayani Tantra now, Devi Ma has given some special blessings to Bhairav Baba. And what are some of those blessings? In summary, what Hanuman is to Shri Ram, Bhairav Baba is exactly that to Devi Ma. Wherever she goes, he goes with her. She blesses him with the Bharata that he will be a Charandasi, that is her servant, her personal attendant. That is why when you do Durga Puja, you will see Babaji will take out a share prasad, Lapsi Suhari one side, and until you offer that some in your yard, or sometimes you will offer it direct into the fire, depending on your family tradition. And Devi Ma, by her own words, she declared in the Katyayani Tantra that, "O Bhairav Baba, because of your devotion and your commitment to me, those who perform my puja, hoping to gain my blessings, but ignore your devotion or ignore your offerings, cannot get my blessings." So that is why it is done when Durga Puja or Kali Mata Puja is being done. So I want you to understand your rituals, because nearly everybody here does do Durga Puja in their home. Isn't that so? She's one of the most popular deities amongst us here. And I want you to pay attention to when you're doing your puja and understand what is going on the Devi. The Devi is not all, you also playing there, not put this here, put that there, and all that kind of thing. The potency of the mantras and the offerings that have been made generates a certain level of energy that causes these sublet beings to react accordingly. They react according to the nature of the mantra and the purity of the offering. So Bhagwan Shiva, he gives his assignment to Bhairav Baba. On a cosmic level, he allows time to go forward. On a personal level, he guards our property. He's the attendant of Mata Durga, and he is the protector of wherever there is a Shivlinga. Wherever devotees of God are being taken advantage of, he is one of the deities that comes to their assistance. Unlike Bhagwan Shiva, or Lord Vishnu, who resides in the heavenly regions, just like Bhagwan Hanuman, Bhairav Baba abode this planet Earth. You all know Hanuman Baba is still on Earth, right? You all know Rama, that is written, eh? Remember when Bhagwan Shri Ram was going back, he left, one of the persons he left back was Bhagwan Hanuman. And so Bhairav Baba too, by the assignment that Lord Shiva has given him, he has to be in charge of all the land properties of Earth. So he has to reside on Earth. So the mere fact that you bring a lingam home and put it by in your yard, Bhairav Baba is somewhere there, within the vicinity of that lingam. So you have to acknowledge him, you have to honor him. After receiving these assignments from Bhagwan Shiva, Bhagwan, he disappears into the Teju lingam, and the lingam itself transforms itself into that mountain that is known as Aruna Chala. Prem se bolo Umapati Mahadev ki Jai. So we'll have one bhajan before we have our concluding arti.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Praise the Bolo Mahapati Mahadev Ki Jai. So before we close off, let me remind you of some of our upcoming activities. After this year, we will be celebrating our Ganesh Utsav. Now the Ganesh Utsav will not be in the form of any anything like last year. So most of you can join us for the Visarjan ceremony on the 7th of September at Mansalina Beach. Now we are on the beach and we start puja at 6 a.m. Alright? So those of you who want to join us, you can get in touch with members of the ashram, but you have to be there in time. to do your offerings, which is at 6 a.m. in the morning. Then we have the Devi Yatra. Well, it's scheduled. Let me read out the Shri Parameshwari Durga Devi Ashram Incorporated of Heliconia Drive, Savannah Heights, Charleville, Chaguanas, invites you all to attend our annual Devi Ratha Yatra Festival, commencing on Wednesday, 24th of September 2014, terminating Friday, 3rd October 2014. Kanya Kumari Puja on Thursday, 2nd of October 2014. Devotional hours are from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. Vijaya Dasami and Durga Visarjan at Manzalana Beach on Friday, the 3rd of October at 6 a.m. Now the Yatra schedule will be on the first day, will be at Rocha Road in Pinal, then it will be in San Fernando, then in Esmeralda Road, Welcome Village, Hasarat Road for 2 days but at different venues. In Caroni Savannah Road, that's right next door, on Mono Road, and then on the last night that will be at Vishwanath Mandir. That's where Pundit who was here during the week, will be doing the last night at his temple this year. From there we go over to Manzalana Beach in the morning and we do our Visarjan ceremony. Alright, so pamphlets will be made available to you from tomorrow, and the Yatra schedule with contact numbers for the various venues will be provided. After the Yatra, well, we have our Diwali program, which will be, of course, we'll have our own Diwali program, which will be here, and I think that's on the 17th of October, after which we'll be having our Kartik on the beach. I can't remember what day that will be yet, but on the 8th of November, we'll be having a medical workshop over here, and that medical workshop will be free of charge. We'll be starting at 9 a.m. and finishing at 2 p.m. All the various type of blood tests you can think about, we'll be doing it free for you. We're providing medication. We're providing, there'll be consultants for you to speak to, dietitians, consultants, gynecologists, everybody that you need to talk to for whatever ailment you have. Everything will be done in a private conversation between you and that doctor. We'll even have a medical team on standby should in case anybody gets sick suddenly or when they do your blood pressure in the city and they hospitalize you. They already made arrangements with Mount Hope and San Fernando to have you warded if that should become necessary. The only thing we are asking for, and not we the ashram, but the Southwest Regional Health Authority, which is we are doing it in partnership with, they want us to help them they get some blood for the blood bank. And they are looking at 50 units of blood. Now if 100 people, if they screen 100 people, you know they're not going to get all of that. Especially those of you who are accustomed giving blood, you all know, you have a battery for this? You all know they put you through a screening process first, and if you qualify, then they take the blood. The agreement we have that we decide to do that though, is that within a 6 months period, if anything should happen to you, you will have access to that blood. Anything happen to the donor, not the donor's family. So that medical workshop will be free of charge. You don't have to be a member of the ashram to participate in this. It is a public service venture we are undertaking. It is under the Narayan Seva unit. And this unit serves the wider community, the charitable arm of the ashram. Monthly basis, this unit gives out food stuff. Basically, school will open on a termly basis to give out books and so on. And then periodically we host things like medical workshops and so on. Most of our activities are highlighted in our publication. By now, most of you have seen some of our members walking around with this magazine. And this is one way we raise funds, especially to do the yatra, as well as to keep the ashram running. So instead of coming to you and telling you, give me a donation, give you something to benefit from. To the back of the magazine is next year's schedule. And I said next year, the dates that I mentioned there are national dates. For example, when you see Shivratri mentioned there, it is the actual day Shivratri is going to occur. When you see Navratam mentioned, it is the actual day that Navratam will be taking place. So you have a full calendar of the major religious events for next year to the back of the magazine also. So help us keep this work ongoing by purchasing at least one. And it will be nice if every household and members have their own magazine. Some things there's had to be stingy with it. Right? So that's how everybody had a suit of clothes. Let everybody have their own magazine. So if in one house you have 5 people living, you know what I mean? 5 magazines per household. But everybody is really different. Alright? So help us. We are asking for the help through the medium of this magazine to keep this kind of work ongoing. So let us stand as we have our concluding arti. And before we have our for those of you who are not too sure, again, you don't have to be a member of this ashram to attend our Sunday service. Sunday service is open to the public. Our official time is from 8 to 10, but most of the time we cut off at 9:30. So make the effort, come along, and to get an idea of what the service involves, talk to any of our regular members and they will tell you. There are a lot of social activities too that we participate in. So let us clasp our hands together, close our eyes, bow our heads. Let us concentrate on Bhagavan Shiva as we have our concluding arti for today.
Jai
as we come to an end of tonight's devotion, we give thanks to God for the opportunity to congregate and to perform our puja, to engage in our kirtan, to engage in our satsang. We seek forgiveness if there may be any errors committed. Lastly, we ask to have our desires fulfilled, all obstacles removed from our daily life. Mangalam Parameshwari Ma, Mangalam Mashito Shiva, Mangalam Sarva Shakti Ma, Mangalam Durga Devi Ma, Twameva Mata Sapita Twameva Bantu Sasata Twameva Vedya Dravidam Twameva Sarva Mama Deva Deva Om Mantrahinam Priyahinam Bhaktihinam Naradanam Yakujatam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tarasune Kayena Vacha Manasrendriyaitva Buddhyatmanava Prakriti Swabhagya Karoni Adyam Sakalam Tarasmai Narayana Niti Samarpayami Narayana Niti Samarpayami. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Let's proclaim victory for our way of life, establish firmly and confidently your presence and identity, and for our noble religion, Sanatan Dharma. Prince Gajananam Swami ki, Mahapati Mahadev ki, Pawan Putra Hanuman ki, Jagadambika Durga Mata ki, Shri Sadguru Nath Maharaj ki, Prince Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki, Jai Jai Sitaram. Take a seat. So please remain seated right where you are. Arti, Ashram will pass around. After which prasad and your meals are at the back.